What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How's everyone doing from our divisional rivals? Look, this is Gate City Sports Channel, and I'm Steven Hyder, and this is the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Sorry, I almost forgot to add the hook line in there, guys. Um, Here's the deal, guys. Today's topic. I went through and I separated the fandom in myself from Sunday night's game, and I took another look at it, and I'm going to tell you something. The overall effort wasn't there for the entire game, but I did come away with some positive notes from this game. Um, I really want to get into Carson Wentz's play because I do think that there is certainly validity to saying that this was Carson Wentz's worst game of the season by far, and quite possibly one of his worst games of his career. And I want to take a dive in. I'm going to show you guys what I'm seeing. And I also want to give you guys a little positivity because I don't want anyone. I'm going to take you guys and back you off the ledge a little bit, guys. There was I saw something about Doug Peterson and his play calling. It was nowhere near as bad as it first looks. I saw adjustments and I saw some creativity that I didn't see the first time. But when I looked the second time, I noticed it. And there are some positives from this game we can take, and I think we can beat Buffalo with it. So I want to get into that, guys. Today's topic, we're going to take a look at Carson Wentz. I'm going to show you guys what I saw a little bit from last week's game. All right, let's get to today's topic, guys.
Put Howard in motion.
So, on second review on that play, guys, did you see what I saw? Here's what I saw. Okay. I saw 21 personnel set. And that was something, believe it or not, I actually called Doug Peterson out for. And I was like, look, you have both of these backs. Why are we not utilizing them? Why are we not using motion? Why are we not putting them both in the game at the same time and really causing havoc with the defense? And, you know, you saw the creativity there, and it resulted in a touchdown. And there was a lot to that play, guys. That was a very good play call by Doug Peterson, especially down 14-0 to try to snatch back some momentum here. It got us back within a score. And what you see there in motion is Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard motions. You still have Miles Sanders in the backfield. Okay, so distract the defense with the motion. We also get to see what type of defense they're in by motioning Jordan Howard like that. Carson Wentz takes a snap, and then if you watch that play, and I'll run it to you again, watch the play closely, you're going to see Miles Sanders clears out one of the linebackers, and he gets one of the safeties to bite, which opens up that touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert. Awesome play call. That's something you keep in the goddamn playbook. We need to see that again.
Put Howard in motion.
Okay, some other notes from that play, guys. I thought Wentz did a really good job of selling that. He didn't stare down that play. He didn't stare down Goddard. He was able to move that safety as well with his eyes. And that caused the defense to hold just long enough to get Goddard where we needed him. And boom, touchdown. That was a great play design. It was a great play call. That's one of the positives. However, look, this wasn't an overall good game for Carson Wentz, so let's get into some of the things that I noticed that he did that are correctable. These are very correctable mistakes, but nonetheless, they were major, major mistakes.
Now they back out. And come in from the side.
Okay. There's been a lot of talk this week about accountability. And I don't give a shit about this locker room accountability shit people are talking about because I think that shit's getting blown way out of proportion. What I do care about is accountability on the field. And what I am seeing is a lack of accountability on the field because people don't feel like they can trust each other. And that's got to change or we're going to drop every game remaining in the year. I'm here to tell you there's been a lot of things thrown to people, about people like 139, straight, plays to where Matt Collins only caught one ball. As I actually looked into that, it's a bullshit statistic. It's not that he has only caught one ball in that particular time frame. It's that Carson Wentz has been so let down by these receivers, he's not even looking over that way. And Matt Collins is actually getting separation. I'm just telling you the truth. You can go look it up. There's been other people who've called this shit out. That we need to start doing our job once again. And if that guy fails, let that guy get taken care of. But do your job correctly. Because I'm going to tell you what happened on this one. If you watch this play closely, what ends up happening is he's locked on to that side of the field. Whether it was Alshon or it was Ertz, whoever it was, he locked onto that side of the field for so goddamn long, the left side of the field, he never looked back to the right. Because he never looked back to the right at all, never moved anyone with his eyes, never did anything, he failed to identify that there was a blitz coming, a corner blitz. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Can't have that happen to a guy at this level. This is an MVP level guy. Like, they got to put that on film for him to let him see it so he can understand what this lack of confidence in his receivers is doing to his game. So, number one, personnel staff, Howie, if this guy doesn't trust his receivers to this point, you need to fucking go do something because the players are there. He just doesn't have confidence in these guys. And it's leading to bigger problems now. And that's a major issue. At first look on this play, I'll be honest with you guys. I thought that Carson Wentz had stared down Alshon Jeffrey, never moved the safety, and then that was it. On second look, this is what I saw. I saw Dallas in what appears to be a cover two. You can't see the second safety, but I'm pretty sure the second safety is a high safety. It looks like Xavier's playing the second safety role there. And you can see that they almost match up underneath and man-to-man underneath, and you got your two high. So the reason I know he didn't stare him down is if you pay attention and watch Wentz's eyes, his primary target was Ertz. He looks at Ertz, he sees I honestly, I don't know why he didn't throw it to Ertz because even though Ertz didn't have the first down yardage, he was open, and maybe if he makes a move, he has the yardage. But nonetheless, you're only in second down. It's not a third down play. I don't understand it, but you can clearly see that. To me, this is a young guy who makes the mistake of trusting a little too much in his arm ability, and he forces a throw into Alshon, believing in that arm strength, and he was made to pay for that. I think it's something that's completely correctable. It's something to show him on film, like, hey man, you can't do this. Like it's the end of the game and nothing's open, and you got to sure, that's a different circumstance altogether. And what you saw to me was two young quarterbacks do the same exact thing almost. I don't think that Dak necessarily tried to throw it with his arm strength through that window, but you see Dak trying to force it downfield for a touchdown pass on the preceding possession from that turnover and turned the ball over himself. So, two young guys, I think, making young guy mistakes there. Correctable, killer in these type of games when you're trailing.
Drops it.
That play, to me, was the most frustrating play of the night for Carson Wentz. It's a mistake that can't happen, man. You got to look the ball into your fucking hands. I mean, come on. However, I'm speculating, but I'm going to tell you why I think this happened. Going back to my point earlier about lack of trusting your wide receivers, although Carson didn't say it, I think he was pissed off. Because let me show you the play before this and what happened.
Yards. Comes off an interception on the last series and goes deep downfield.
So there's a couple of things I want to talk about with that play. Number one, I think Carson Wentz was still heated. I think he was fuming when he got back to the offensive line for the next play. I think he was so angry and he was so disappointed in the result of something he felt he executed perfectly that being in that moment of still being angry like that, he made a big mistake and didn't look the football from the snap into his hands. It's pure speculation, but I'm just saying that's what it seems like to me. Seems like. I don't know to be 100% accurate. That's what it seems like. Going into my point, you've got to do something about these wide receivers. Furthermore, I thought that was a hell of a play design by Doug Peterson. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think that because of the shady offensive line play we've had recently, look, when the offensive line is on, it's the best offensive line in the league, but it's just not consistent. I think because of how inconsistent his offensive line of play has been, I think Wentz is getting tired of taking shots, and he's not. Wentz is having a little bit of a struggle, I've noticed the past two games, with climbing the pocket, climbing it, and sliding, doing the climb and slide. And because of that, there are times where he's taking unnecessary hits, he's getting sacked, things like that are occurring. So what does Doug Peterson do as an adjustment? He rolls the pocket. Smart. He rolled the pocket on that, and he slid Suamalo over as a pass blocker. Excellent play design. Excellent play design. It gave him the amount of time he needed. I thought Carson Wentz put the ball exactly where you need to put the ball. And I don't know what happened with Nelson Aguilar. I don't know if he lost it in the lights. I don't understand the excuse not being able to track it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, that's not a seam route. I don't get it. Guys, I don't understand that one at all. I mean, that's what I saw on that play. Excellent play design by Doug Peterson. Excellent execution by the offensive line. Excellent execution by Carson Wentz. And not so great on the execution point by Aguilar. That's what I saw.
Down to this point, 3rd and 4, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Okay, guys. I thought that was the right play call, to be honest with you. 3rd and 4, you're backed up on your own goal line. You damn sure, after kind of playing to momentum here, what you don't want to do is turn the ball over deep inside your own territory. I thought it was a very good play call. This is where I think the mistake was. I don't think the problem was the play call at all. I think play calling was a lot better than we thought. It was a personnel decision. I don't mean personnel package. I mean the individual personnel grouping by player for that play call. I know that they want to get Miles Sanders reps in meaningful games and da. My problem with that is that's something you do on a team that's in complete rebuild mode, and like they act like they're not competing for the actual like NFC East in a playoff bid. Like this team is built to win now. This isn't the time or place for that. You go with the guy that you know is going to hit the hole, the correct hole, is going to pick up that first down. Even if he gets contact a yard short of the first down, he's gonna fall forward 2 yards. Like you put Jordan Howard in that situation. I like Miles Sanders. I think Miles Sanders is going to be good in this league. He's a damn good receiving back already. He misread the damn hole. He misread it. Jordan Howard doesn't make that mistake. It's a first down in a 14-7 game at that point. Like, you might have been able to drive and fucking tie the game up. It was the right play call. The play calling wasn't the issue. It was the wrong personnel decision.
Wentz out of the pocket.
Similar down and distance, completely different point in the game. At this point, we're trailing like 27-7. I mean, it was getting out of control at this point. But I still thought the play calling was good. What do? They roll the pocket again, so that way they're not worried. They're counteracting that pass rush. They're going to roll the pocket. They're going to bring Alshon around. They're going to use Alshon's hands, get him open for the first down. Carson Wentz makes a great throw. Boom, first down. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think we overreacted to the play calling. I think Doug Peterson's actually doing a fairly good job with the play calling. Now, I'm not saying that the first 14 or 15 plays of the game are necessarily like number one, this game, we don't even know because we turned the damn ball over twice so quickly within that 14, 15, plays that we don't know how they would have worked out. We don't know what he had dialed up because execution was so far off. I also think that we might have overreacted a little bit on the actual fight of the team. To me, there was some fight there. There was definitely some fight until the game really got out of control. Then I think it's fair to then start criticizing the fight because I think later into the 3rd quarter and into the 4th quarter, I definitely saw some plays where I was like kind of a little pissed off because then I did start to see like guys it seemed like they were just doing the calculations in their head, like, okay, we're already down X many possessions and we're only going to probably get best case scenario X amount of possessions. And then they just didn't finish the game strong. Now, I can tell you, I saw positives from the play calling in this game. I'm not sitting here thinking like we can't beat Buffalo. I honestly think Buffalo's in trouble. I think they're catching a team that's honestly is kind of pissed off. Honestly, is not happy with the way it played. Things aren't perfect, and I think it wants to go out there and shut everyone the fuck up. So, I'm telling you guys, this is what I saw from that game. Carson Wentz certainly didn't have his best game. I expect Carson Wentz to show up this game. And for the love of God, can we get Deshaun Jackson on the fucking field? Because if we can't get Deshaun Jackson on the field, you got to go get a wide receiver. I don't care if you sign AB. I don't care what you do. Go trade for somebody. You got to go get someone because it's getting to the point to where the trust issues in the secondary and the trust issues from the quarterback to receiver play are causing massive issues across the entire team. This can't keep happening. Can't. It can't without someone losing their head. Doug Peterson. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out. Tell me what y'all think. All right, y'all. You know what time it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. And it's time we do that thing we do here when we go EAGLES. All right, let's go, Eagles. Get that win in Buffalo, guys.